Guidance Tarot. I am Ninti. This is my Gemini monthly reading for June. Happy birthday to my Geminis if you had a birthday in May or upcoming in June. Happy birthday, okay? Um, Thanks to all of my new subscribers, all of my new viewers, all the citizens of the Queendom. Thank you all so very much for your positive comments, your love, your likes, shares, subscribes. Thank you so very much. Just a couple things. I am sort of kind of realize I need to get in the routine of just mentioning a couple of things. I do have a couple notes I do want to just keep on standby real close. I do not read reversals. I do curse in my readings. I let the spirit take, I let it flow how it flow. Time and energy is fluid. You can switch around. These readings, the meanings, can be used, someone around you, you just have to take it as it resonates. And also, I am a medium, so my energy can switch up, from time to time in the middle of a reading, whatever. So just don't be thrown off. And also, just as, a warning, I do deflect energy. So just be careful in what you bring to the Queendom, okay? All right, peace and love. That's what we are about here. So let's get it started, Geminis. Let me just clear the air a little bit more here. But let's definitely start by getting some angel guidance for us for the month of June. Definitely it's your season. My overall guidance for Gemini season was to just be you. So I think, that's pretty much it. Just be you. Just try not to overtalk, that kind of thing. Sometimes, we can get talkative, during air season. All of the signs can definitely battle with that. So, under the deck, energy work. So that is very positive. We'll put that over here by the candles and crystal. And here we have innocence. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how this is going to work, this new setup, guys. I do apologize about the last reading. If, the banging on the table was a distraction. I'm trying to set it up. So I can't say I stopped banging. That's just a part of, a personality, the passion. But I did put something here to sort of kind of buffer that. Okay. Innocence. Okay, we're going to read that. But first, I would also like to get like an oracle card. This is the general part. I also do a love reading. But let's just get a general oracle card. I like to do that with a good tarot. Just to get an overall energy of what's going on in the general part of your lives. What message we can give you guys, okay? For my wonderful Geminis in their birthday season. That's what's up. All right. We have Hierophant. Under the deck, we do have 4 of air. So, I don't know if you can see it from back here. No. I'm probably going to have to show the cards in some kind of way. I'm trying to determine that. But anyway, we won't worry about that right now. I will just go with the message. All right, let me do just a tad bit of reading. Innocence, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. So that's, there may be some guilty feelings going on. There may be something that you feel guilty about that you definitely, I feel, need to release that. Okay, we have the Hierophant, which is the 5. So spiritual practice. When this card appears, it reminds me to be committed to a spiritual practice to ensure a conscious contact to my higher power. When I have a daily practice of prayer and meditation, steeped in gratitude and committed to being a co-creator, life works out in wondrous ways. Rituals are in my highest good at this time. Exchanging vows is also highlighted. So, there can be exchanging vows, it can be some type of commitment, whether, this is just general, so it doesn't have to be, love necessarily. But let's see what, more information we can get around this, this Hierophant, spiritual practice, definitely I feel, I feel like someone may, a heavy sense of guilt, about something that they may have done, And I feel like, you know, there's a need to sort of kind of maybe ask for forgiveness from a higher power to help you release some of this feeling. There is depletion here. There is cycles, endings, and new beginnings. There's mother perception. There's intuitive knowing. There's expression. So I definitely feel like there's some intuitive knowing about some endings. You know, there's some completion. You know, there's something I feel. We have the maiden of passion. So I definitely feel like, you know, there is, you know, some clarity, some intuitive knowing, you know, about a cycle that needs to be ended that's causing some type of depletion. You know, and it could very well be it could be a marriage, you know, it could be definitely, well, it could be some type of commitment. There could be some guilt around the ending of it. There's definitely depletion of a love situation. So this is, you know, in the general. There is cycles with this King of Pentacles, who could possibly be, you know, earth sign, could be masculine, feminine, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. There's definitely some intuitive knowing, like I said, about some around some betrayal. Okay. I mean, there's the truth. It seems like the truth brings some type of loss. The truth brings some type of regret. You know, I just feel like there is some kind of maiden of passion that works. Just what I'm feeling so far. I definitely feel like, you know, there's some intuitive knowing and some clarity about something that needs to come to an end, possibly a love situation. You know, there has been some betrayal. You know, there has been, you know, the truth, whatever the truth and the clarity and whatever this intuitive knowing this truth is definitely brought even more, like, just pain and emotional, just emotional pain is what I'm feeling. And there's definitely some clarity on how to get to this happiness. You see the way to this 10 of Cups, to possibly this exchange of vows. But, you know, there's definitely, you know, we have the maiden of passion works. So I definitely feel like, you know, there could be some, you know, spiritual practices or something, definitely, some spiritual works, you know, that is at the center of this, that is clearing, you know, some type of energy and feeling. But let me just continue to see what I see here, guys. Bring it all out. Bring it all out. Okay. There is, again, we have the Queen of Water. All right. So I definitely feel there is a situation where, you know, I feel like, you know, there's some intuitive knowing, definitely, about a situation. There's some type of cleansing. There's some type of innocence and release of guilt. You know, with energy work being here under the deck, I need to also see what Four of Air is about. But, you know, there's definitely some intuitive knowing, you know, some passion, this love, this work, you know, that someone is doing. You know, I feel it's of a higher spiritual calling. And it is, I feel like it may be releasing, you know, its energy work is helping release the guilt off, you know, of these spirits, you know, these people, this work that this Queen of Water is doing. Four of Air. Healing, meditation, rest, recuperation. It's time to rest my mind and allow peace to take the place of busyness or boredom. The mind requires quiet to think and find clarity. If I allow my mind to rest, I will have greater clarity and my mind will be sharper. This is the time for a break. I need to take care of myself. So yeah, I mean, that along with energy work, you know, definitely I feel like there are, you know, someone you know, definitely listening to this, that definitely needs, you know, that break, definitely needs this release, this healing, this lighten of this load of guilt, you know. And I feel that, you know, there is, you know, some works, you know, that someone maybe in your surrounding, this loving, intuitive being, you know, that can help bring this cleansing. You know, you may have to reach out for help. You may have to reach out to someone who has the skills to do this energy work. Okay, if you've been led to do so. All right, because there's definitely some depletion in a love situation and moving forward. There's definitely endings and new beginnings, you know, of a commitment. I feel with a King of Pentacles, there is some intuitive knowing of, you know, options and betrayals, you know, possibly, you know, in a situation, you know, that whatever is ending and that has been depleting. Integrity has definitely brought loss and disappointment and regret. So, you know, I feel like some people maybe had to face the truth on something and maybe having to release the guilt of themselves. There's definitely mental clarity of, you know, some possible past connections, past love, the past, and the Ten of Cups. You know, I definitely, you know, I feel that there's definitely someone who definitely has just gone through, I feel like, some intense loss, you know, dealing with a situation that was depleting, a situation that was a lot of betrayal, a lot of, you know, options, things of that nature. I do feel like it was a love situation. I feel like the truth brought a lot of pain, a lot of pain, having to deal and face the truth. And there's a sense of guilt, like a guilt of, you know, possibly falling for this, you know, in the first place, you know, being weak, you know, just there's an intense sense of guilt, I feel, that needs to be released, that you may have to reach out to someone to help you with this energy release, this energy work that needs to take place. Okay. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. So, you know, it could be you, you know, offering this, you doing this work for people that are hurt, that are in pain, and helping them gain clarity, you know. So take it as it resonates. Again, there is, you know, looks like a choice of lovers. You know, there's definitely some betrayal and disappointment, regret, you know, about a Ten of Cups. The King of Pentacles seems to be looking at that. Okay, there is some movement towards a commitment, you know. You know, there were some options that brought some losses, you know, in the past. You know, there's a depletion. You know, I feel like endings to depletion and more listening, you know, leaning towards intuitive knowing, integrity, and mental clarity. Okay. So I do feel like an energy flip. You know, there's definitely a flip from a feeling of loss, regret, betrayal, depletion, and that being flipped to integrity, clarity, the Ten of Cups, happiness, emotional fulfillment, the lovers, you know, ultimate love, you know, the Chariot, moving forward, momentum. So yeah, I feel like, you know, that shift will come when you're able to change that guilt, feeling of guilt, to innocence. Okay, that is what I feel for the guidance. I hope that could help someone. I hope, you know, maybe that made you feel lighter as far as dealing with something maybe you're dealing with some guilt over. All right, I'm going to do a love spread. I'm going to do the divine feminine on this side, divine masculine on this side, and I'll probably lay the energy here in between. I will be using, I don't think I'm going to use the miniature. I may pick it back up. I'm going to definitely use the sexual tarot along with the mythical goddess and gilded. So let's get into this love reading. Let's see what's going on. Take it as it resonates. You may resonate with the divine masculine or the divine feminine. Just, you know, where you may sit in this, okay? All right, in the divine feminine's mind, let's see what's in her mind. We have desire. Okay, so she's definitely thinking about what she desires, what she wants. On his mind, we have mother perception, so we do have some intuitive knowing, it seems. In her heart, there is manipulation in her heart. All right, we'll take a little deeper look at that. There is some transmutation in his heart. So it looks like maybe some maturing, some growing up. In her actions, there's definitely protection. You know, a lot of divine feminines are definitely, you know, guarded and protected at this particular time. So I definitely feel that energy. There is love here as well. Intention. So that is air sign. That is something that I also, you know, advised, you know, was to strategize, set intentions, that kind of thing. Mental the thinker. That's the introvert of the Gemini twin. So, definitely setting some intentions, air energy. All right, let's see. What is the divine feminine desiring? What is she desiring? What is that little thing in her hand that she wants so bad? Yeah, I feel like she wants balance. We have the Two of Pentacles. She wants balance. She wants, yeah. On his mind, I feel like there's some, you know, intuitive knowing, you know, a victory or defeat. We're going to look a little deeper into that. In his heart, let's see. Well, her heart. So, yeah, I was a little worried about the manipulation, but it is clarified by the magician. So, she's in her heart. She's trying to make some things happen. She's trying to strategize and make things work on her behalf. For her betterment, for her highest good. Okay? All right. In his heart, I mean, possibly I feel there's some transmutation around this moon energy. So I do feel like, you know, coming out of this moon energy, you know, this moon energy is definitely bringing changes. In his heart, there's also love for the Queen of Pentacles. And she's protected, you know, she's protected. She's being protected for this commitment. Intention. So I feel to make a choice. There's the path, two roads, two paths. So an intention to make a choice. You know, there's innocence and there's the commitment at the top. So healing, meditation, energy work. Alright, let's see what else we can get here. So yeah, I feel like she's trying to balance, she's trying to balance, juggle, man, like she's in straight creation mode. Like, this is the divine feminine right now. Like, and I've never really seen a Hierophant really look like a female in a card, but it is in this card. So I mean, she's manifesting her desires. I mean, that is clarified by the High Priestess, you know. I feel like she's manifesting manipulation and control of herself. You know, she's definitely protected, you know, from commitment, any commitment that's going to cause her pain. Any commitment that's going to cause her pain, God is protecting her from that. Okay. Okay, let's get a little deeper into this. Okay, there's an intention I feel, definitely trying to manifest, setting intentions, manifestation, um, there's like two paths. It's intentions to, this is juggling, two paths, mirroring, like, let me see what I feel here, guys. This is picked up earlier. All right. I do see on her mind, it does look like she's trying to juggle, there is a juggling, there is a manifestation, and being the high priestess. What worries me here is, it almost looks like an intention to manifest two energies, and that energy is out there. I mean, I don't know, guys. It's energies out there. I'm just going to say that, okay? I feel like maybe people are manifesting, particular divine feminines are not manifesting, trying to manifest two options, but as they're manifesting, they may be, it's not their intention per se. There's just this mirroring, there's this two paths, there's this juggling, there is this, on this feminine energy, it has me concerned, All right, I feel, let's see, there's, I don't know what the hell, who the hell this is. I just tapped into. This shit done threw me for a loop, especially for it being divine feminine energy. All right, this person, whoever this feminine is right here, maybe this is a good masculine, maybe this is a good masculine dealing with the cuckoo. I mean, let me not say that, but I'm gonna try to pick up as many messages as I can, because this can't represent, what I'm saying cannot represent everyone. Okay. But I do see, someone, a feminine, who is trying to manifest two situations, it seems, with two different men, and, there's a sense of juggling, and, there is this sense of trying to manipulate and manifest this, this sense of control, this sense of, being dominant, over them. And I do feel like, in a sense, she is doing this in a sense to try to protect herself from pain. She is doing this to, it's like she doesn't want to be hurt. So she's got these two situations going on. She doesn't really, it's just a situation that she can really just manipulate and dominate. Whoo. Yeah, her desire is to manipulate. Protection. She's juggling and manifesting these two situations like a commitment. It's two choices. It's mirroring. It's a sense of being a high priestess and dominating and having control over these two people. By manipulating their emotions. Okay? Maybe the divine, whoever can understand what that was about. But yeah, there is definitely some mental, on the masculine side, let me just say this too. So, because this is maybe what's happening, This may not be the feminine energy. This could be the masculine energy, because I've been seeing that flip flop here lately. You know, I think it was Aquarius since I did all the masculine and the feminine showed up on the masculine side, because it is air season. You all can definitely all be in your masculinity. So, you know, just because I said this is feminine, it feels feminine or whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be, because the feminine could be over here and this could be a male counterpart. Okay. So I'm going to try not to get caught up in that myself, of what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling right now. That's sort of kind of what I'm feeling again, is that the feminine may be over here on the masculine side, because it's air season. You are in your strength, in your power, and you're balanced. Okay, but there is some intuitive knowing over here, you know, a victory, you know, of a love situation. You know, there is some maturing of things, you know, being hidden and kept in the dark, you know, and a sense of being drugged. I feel like there's some awakening to this. You know, there is some awakening to this. This masculine, whoever this energy is, there is definitely some awakening to this. They have been manipulated, that they have sort of kind of been in this. I hate that. I'm gonna have to get up. You know, this is a sense of him drugging her, you know, of him giving her something, you know, trying to drug her, you know, whatever. So I feel like there is some awakening to that, feeling like they've been sort of kind of drugged, doped up or something, or given something, you know, to go along with this shit, this manipulation, all this, whatever the hell, you know, is going on. But like I said, I do feel like there are some feminines that are definitely, you know, trying to manifest their desire. They're trying to make things happen. You know, they're just in this, you know, energy of being in control of their lives. You know, they're protected from any type of pain, you know, so that's a group as well. But there is a group of that I picked up on, somebody who's really trying to manipulate some situations over here. Okay. And in that situation, there is intuitive knowing about that. And I feel in the behavior of the masculine over here, there is this love for this Queen of Pentacles. And we have the King of Chalices. So I feel like, you know, the behavior of this masculine is sort of kind of being in a loving energy, because he has love for the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This intuitive knowing has definitely given some awakening to love, you know, to, I guess, of who he loves, you know, what love is, maybe. There is definitely some victory over the moon energy of things that was hidden with the Queen of Pentacles. This card. You know, definitely wanting to, yeah, willing to do whatever it takes to get out of this situation, this third party situation. To get free. Willing to do whatever to break free from this situation, which I can definitely feel that energy. Okay, that is what I'm getting. You know, I mean, I like to try to bring advice. Trying to manifest two situations is never good for anyone. Karma, you got to deal with the karmic back, you know, fallout of all that. But, you know, if the divine feminine is trying to, you know, manifest and get your things going, and you be in control and be in power, you know, and you're trying to, you know, possibly, you know, some people may be creating two things. It may be that you may have this going, may have that going, you know, and they may sort of kind of reflect each other. I can definitely relate to something like that. So, definitely, you know, this could come in various ways. You know, I just picked up on a particular energy, a particular female, feminine energy that I felt was doing some manipulative things that they may want to be careful of. Okay. All right, guys, that is all I have. Peace and love to the family.